Hi everyone. Grab some tea, grab your stitching, and strap in because we're about to do our first floss tube. So I'm gonna try and look at the camera. I'm always looking at myself. It's like so hard not to. I don't know if everyone like switches the camera around so they can't see themselves, but I was like, I want to make sure my background kind of looks decent. I don't know, it's chaotic. This might be cozy, this might be chaotic, I don't know. Anyways, I go by Selena, and on Instagram I'm SpicySelenaCrafts. My pronouns are she, her, so there's no question about that. Like I said on my Instagram, once I reached 1,000 followers, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start a floss tube, because I started my Instagram like kind of just for me and my friends. Like I didn't want to annoy my friends with all my cross stitch and be like, look what I'm doing. And so I decided to start the Instagram, and I was like, this is just casual, just me posting. But then I don't know, like people were interested, like 1,000 of you were interested, because I'm sure, I think it's up to like 1,040 now, and I'm sure not 40 of my friends, maybe like 20 of them follow my cross stitch Instagram. I also have a nail polish Instagram, but that one has like 200 followers, and like I know on Facebook it took me like 20 years just to get 100 friends or 1,000 friends on there. So it's kind of crazy that in just one short year of me starting this Instagram, like 1,000, I accumulated 1,000 followers. So I thought you guys would want more from me, and so that's why I'm starting a floss tube. I did get 1,000 followers during the spring mingle this past weekend, so I'd mentioned it in one of the chat rooms, and everyone flocked over and started following me and was like, you better start one. I know Erin from the Hathaway Stitchers was like, I'm even gonna follow you on my work Instagram, and I was like, oh my god, okay. So while I was at the spring bingo, I reached 1,000, and we were like, yeah, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and they were like, we're gonna hold you to it. So this is for you guys. The spring bingo was a lot of fun. Let's see, this was the third time I've done a Lindy Stitches like online retreat. I did the Midsummer Stitch, which was a lot of fun. Then I did the Jingle Ball, which I don't know, I think I got like really overwhelmed with the Jingle Ball, probably because it's Christmas and I'm like trying to get all my Christmas gifts done. I was in a Christmas gift exchange on one of my Discord servers and like all this stuff, and it was just very overwhelming. And I did some of the speed dating in Midsummer Stitch, and I didn't do any in the Jingle Ball, and I wasn't gonna do any in the spring mingle, and I basically did. I actually only, no one probably noticed this, but I only attended like Saturday night and then most of Sunday, because I was like pretty busy during that weekend. And so I actually just did the last round of the speed dating until it ended, and then I was like, I should have done this more, like what the especially like the smaller ones. I think at the Jingle Ball, it's just like there's so many people, it's so overwhelming, and stuff like that. So yeah, so just a little, I guess, intro to, I'll go more back into the spring mingle later. So I'm definitely going to attend the Midsummer Stitch this year. I don't know how much time I'll have. It always lands like around my husband's birthday, so it's like it is my cat's birthday though. So just a little bit about me. I have been cross-stitching for 20-ish years. I don't know, I think I said 25 in like my Instagram intro. I don't know. I probably came out of the womb cross-stitching for all I know. I think I started around when I was 14. And I kind of like dabbled in it with my mom, because my mom is a hardcore cross stitcher. She has so many cross stitches everywhere. Like you go into my, like all my relatives' house, it's all over the place. She does attend the spring mingle and all that kind of stuff too with me, and I'll talk about like retreats that we're going to, because it's one of the things that I do with her that like we really bond over. But yeah, I live in Milwaukee with my husband and our 3 cats. So just to talk about my cats for a little bit, I have Sophie, who is my oldest cat. I can probably show a picture here, hopefully. Otherwise, if you guys really want, she is napping back there, but I'm not gonna disturb her. But I'll show a picture of her. She was my OG cat. I got her almost 7 years ago. It's gonna be 8 coming up in the fall. I got her because I'm actually like an engineer, and so I was traveling a lot for work, and I was just like so sick of traveling, and I felt like I was being taken advantage of, like, oh, you're a single lady with no kids and blah blah blah, you can travel for work, you can do all this. So I got her because I was like, A, I wanted a cat, now I can afford it, and B, I am so just sick of, like, I was just gonna be like, well, if we're gonna travel for work again, where's my cat gonna go? So kind of like an excuse. I got her in Denver, and then I moved back here in 2019, which I'm originally from Milwaukee. And yeah, I moved back for my husband. He was my boyfriend at the time, and so I was living alone with Sophie, and we had roommates in Denver, including dogs, and like I felt really bad, so I went and got another cat. And I went and got Finn. He is a tuxedo. I'll post a picture of him here. Yeah, he was just like the perfect cat for me and Sophie. Like, he was all about cuddling with me, and then he would look at Sophie and be like, oh, I gotta cuddle with her. And then would look at me and be like, oh, I gotta cuddle with you. So he would just go back and forth, and he kept her company while I was at work. And then eventually the pandemic came along, I lost my job, and so I spent a lot of time with Finn and Sophie during that time. It was maybe like a year before I got my current job. So yeah, and then we eventually moved in with my boyfriend at the time, who is now my husband. And from there, we lived in this other house, and Finn was like having issues eating and like finishing his food, and Sophie doesn't really like wet food. She's a weird cat. She only eats dry food. So we were having issues with like throwing out all this wet food, and it was creating like a bug problem in our house. So I started putting it outside, because our neighbor was like a feeder, like a TNR feeder. So he had a bunch of cats that he would TNR. Well, this one cat just kept coming up and showing up constantly throughout the time that we were there. And eventually we named him Butters Fett, which is after a mechanical contractor here in town that we used to live by. So it's short for Butters Fetting. And I do love South Park. I do love Butters. And I do like Star Wars, so this was kind of like a conglomeration of all those things. And eventually, when we decided to buy a house, we were thinking about the cat, and we're like, well, what do we do with Butters? So we took him with us. So now we have 3 cats, and me and my boyfriend, who was now my fiance when we bought the house, we lived in our current house. This is where I am with our 3 cats, Butters, Finn, and Sophie. I don't know, the only reason why I'm giving you a history of my cats is because it comes up a lot in my cross stitching, and this channel is for my cross stitching. I'm getting there. Anyways, so Butters, we ended up taking him in. He didn't have a microchip. He still wasn't neutered, so we couldn't get him like TNR'd. We had to, because the TNR place was closed at the time from the pandemic still. So we got him neutered, and as soon as I like paid that bill for the neuter, I was like, this cat is ours. He is not going anywhere. Like, I tried to see if anyone was trying to claim him, because he seems like an abandoned pet. He's very friendly. He loves to cuddle with me. And yeah, he also has FIV, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically the cat equivalent of HIV, but it only spreads through deep bite wounds. So we just had to make sure he wasn't aggressive, and he's not. He's pretty chill. So yeah. And then after a year of living here, Finn had kind of started losing a lot of weight, and he was only like 4 years old at the time. So I took him in, and they were like, oh, he has IBD. He went on these meds, and he started like, you know, gaining weight and eating again, and he had to eat a special food. And he was on these meds for probably not even a year, and he eventually got liver disease and passed away, and it's almost a year ago. And man, that was just, it was so hard because it was right before my wedding. So he passed away in June, and my wedding was in September, and it was hard to like finish planning after that, like after that all happened. I'm sorry. But yeah, so like I said, 3 cats. Now I'm down to 2. In March, we adopted a new cat, so literally 2 months ago. And yeah, he is a handful. I'll put a picture of him too. His name is Gordon, aka Commissioner Gordon. We call him the Commissioner sometimes, and we also call him Gordo. I didn't tell you guys Sophie's nicknames, which the sauce. So Finn was the noodle and Sophie was the sauce. He was a very long cat. He had a really long tail too, and just the tip was white. Oh my god, he was such a cute cat. But yeah, he ended up having parasites, so I called him his tummy noodles. And so he became Noodles, and Sophie was already the sauce because she's a saucy tortie, like, I don't know. But yeah, so Gordon, he is the new project. He is a ex-feral that he's very skittish of us, but he loves other cats. He's getting used to us, and we're getting there. But yeah, if I'm doing these floss tubes and my cats join for whatever reason, I'm not gonna tell them no to the uppies. Like, if they want uppies, they get uppies. Like, they're gonna be all up in here. Sophie's sleeping right now behind me, but like, you never know. And Gordon is in here too. Butters has yayas at the moment, so I don't know. He'll eventually come in, probably knock something over, and I'll be like, oh, dude, why? But yeah, okay. So the plan for this is I'm gonna make it casual. I work a 9 to 5. It's a lot. Sometimes I don't really know how to edit videos. I'm gonna try my best. I am an engineer. If I know how to build a building, I could probably edit a video, probably add a picture. I hope I did. I'll put timestamps too. I probably should have said that before, like, if you wanted to skip ahead from the cat stuff, but I'm looking at the time. It's only been 15 minutes. That's not too long. Y'all can calm down. But yeah, so the plan is maybe once, twice a month. I'm going on a retreat next week, up in Door County. Farm Girl Dry Goods is the person leading it, and then Plum Street Samplers is the designer. So I know I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna want to talk about my haul and everything about that too, because I already wanted to like do this because I had a big haul during the spring mingle. And I'll show that at the end, and of course I will let you guys know, because I don't want to create any FOMO in this at all, because nobody likes FOMO. But I did go down to my LNS, which is Beautiful Sip and Stitch, and I really like that place. If you have a chance to visit there, oh my god, go on a day where you can like sit in the stitch room, bring like a light shirt because it gets pretty hot in that stitch room, especially if there's a lot of people in there, and just like hang out and vibe there. Like, oh, it is like so nice. Like, Brett is amazing, her husband's amazing, they're the best, and they have like a whole room of just their fabric hanging up on hangers that you can go through, like clothes. Oh my god. And all the floss, they got the cottage garden. They got what is not coloring cotton? They might have that. I don't know. Weeks Dye Works, and what's the other one? Classic Colorworks. I know they have a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna show you my haul from that. And yeah, that'll be at the very end. I'm gonna start with, like, you know, finishes, of course, WIPs, then the plans, and then maybe I'll add in like some crap about what I'm watching right now, what I'm doing, what if I'm playing a video game. Sometimes I play video games. I think of cross stitch as like playing video games. Like, it is just as relaxing. Like, I get into a cross stitch, I'm like gone. But like, I don't know, sometimes video games don't feel very accomplishing for me, especially because I'm a completionist, which I'll talk about later too. Like, it gets levy a lot. Okay, but let's get into this. So finishes, let me grab them 1 second. Okay, so finishes. I have, as I leave the screen again, I have just a couple, not all of them. I'm not gonna, this isn't a finish parade. It's gonna be a WIP parade though. I have every single WIP on my desk, and like, I was gonna drink some tea and be like, this is the tea I'm drinking, and maybe I'll do it next time. But like, once I piled this all up, I don't know. And then I turned the lights on and it's hot in here. I don't know. I couldn't do tea tonight. But anyways, this, oh, you can see my ring light and the glare. This is my very first WIP. Let me really get in on this for you guys. This is called The Sorceress, and I think it's just on, like, what did I put? 14 count ivory Ada. But look at that back stitching. Look at that. So I saw a lot of people were doing the Wizard, which is like the companion piece. This is like just a dimensions kit, and I just used the like called for whatever dimensions floss was in there, and the called for fabric and everything. But this was my very first one. I think this is the one I started when I was like 14, and I guess I didn't really go through that. I like kind of fell out in high school and college because school came first for me. Like, I just wanted to graduate with a good degree, get a good job, and not have to worry about anything. And so that's what I did. And I'm pretty smart. I think I shouldn't brag. I majored in engineering. Obviously, I love math, so that might come up. Can't really see everything. But yeah, it took me a while to finish this. So let's see, I started in high school, and I probably didn't finish this until I was living in Texas. And I was like, man, I want to start cross stitching again because I'm stressed out with my job. And yeah, so that's what I did. I finished this, and I didn't frame it. I know that this mat board is from Michael's, because I made friends with a Michael's lady, and she just gave me a bunch of mat board, and I just cut it myself. I think it looks okay. I mean, I used an X-Acto knife at the time. I still have more of this mat board. You can see back here. I used it a couple times in those pictures, which I'll go over those finishes another time. But yeah, I really like this one. I don't really like the Wizard. I'm never gonna make that Wizard. I don't know, it's just a creepy old man that does magic. But there's something empowering about this, like, this sorceress is just like, she's got the brown hair like me with the ponytail, like taking the day, you know? I dig it. And oh man, when I look at this and I can see all the wrong stitches, the sun looks so janky. It's so amazing. I love it. I keep this on my wall in this room, actually. It's so great. Me fawning over my first one. Maybe that's the the thumbnail. But yeah, so that's my first one ever that I ever did. I wrote that I started it in 2007, which is when I graduated high school, and finished it in 2020, which I might have finished it during the pandemic and just, I don't know. I finished a lot of things. I had a lot of random kits because I was really bored during 2020. There wasn't much to do. I remember I did a little model of the White House. I don't know. I will put other crafts here as I do them and show them off too, but I'll usually try to keep that to the end. Okay, so the next one. So you know how I said that my cats come up in cross stitching? Well, this is, oh my god, that glare. What if I turn it off? Does that make it better? Just for now. We'll turn it back on after. If you can see here, this is Plants and Petrichor by Fine Frog. This is on what did I put? 14 count banana oil fabric. You've probably seen it. It's on her Instagram too. She really liked this, and I was like, do you want to post this on your Instagram? Go for it. Like, I'll give you a copy, just to like really encourage people to try her fabric, because her fabric is like, it is so gorgeous, and it is kind of hard to find something. Man, I think that makes it worse. Wait. Yeah, that looks better. But yeah, so the one thing that I changed was, as you can see, I put my cat, which I feel really bad. So I have been over to Steph's house, the designer, Fine Frog Stitching. I actually met her on a Discord server, and we were like both from Milwaukee, and she was like, hey, do you want to cross stitch with me sometime? And I was like, yes, I have no cross stitch friends here. So she was like my first cross stitch friend in Milwaukee. And yeah, so I actually got to meet her cat, which this is supposed to be Henry. He's a black cat. He was so sweet. And I felt bad changing this because I was like, man, I do kind of want to cross stitch Henry after I met him. Like, but I really just, this piece like really spoke to me for Sophie. And then later she had like this photo of Henry too up here. I changed this. Let's see if I can get really in there. I changed this to Finn actually. Because I do have a photo of him on my wall, like in my living room, and like this is what my like living room looks like. There's shelves with not maybe books, but there's shelves with a bunch of other stuff on it. And yeah, so those are the only two things I really changed, and I think I did a really good job emulating Sophie's torty vibe. I used just like whatever gray and orange she used, and then I also did a blend, so that's where you take like one gray, one orange, and did a few stitches of that too to kind of make like the modeling of her fur. I don't know if you can see it. Oh. But yeah, I really like this piece. It hangs out in my living room. It fits that vibe in there. It's kind of like an avocado thing. Oh my god, Sophie might start snoring. But yeah, I think it's cute. And so the next finish, I keep saying whip, I have is this one. I know that I saw like a lot of people on what is it, Instagram, talking about this one recently, so I wanted to talk about it too. I saw this last year when Amanda from Bad Stitch had posted it as her Patreon, and I joined that Patreon so fast because I wanted this, and then that led me to her Discord, which led me to everything else, like hanging out with Steph and like hanging out, like meeting all these other people, doing like a Christmas swap. Her Discord is like, I really like it. It's really well run and stuff. But yeah, and it's all because I went to go get this pattern, is how I found out about it. And oh my god, I am obsessed with this pattern. Like, so I'm a big raver too, and there's an artist named Jade Cicada, and that reminded me of this too. So I play his music whenever I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I do play music on my posts, and it's usually just random music that I love, like from the rave community. And so yeah, he's just an EDM artist, but this reminded me of that. And this fabric, so this is Neon Cicada by Bad Stitch, 14 count Aurora Northern Lights Ada by Bestitch Me. I found this in my mom's stash because I was like, Mom, what do I even like put on this? And she busted, oh my god, the whips are falling. She busted this out so fast and was like, this is the fabric. And I was like, oh my god, Mom, what is this? Why would she would never stitch on this. She is like such a prim, like, I think she's a prim stitcher. Like, she stitches a lot of like patriotic stitching and like on a lot of like natural colors, so like her having this was just kind of like nuts to me. But I love this fabric. I think this turned out amazing. And then I found this frame. I guess I didn't talk about my frames. I am so sorry. So the other two frames, the first one was from Amazon. It's actually a navy frame. It's really hard to see on the Sorceress. And then my mom found the gold frame from just a Goodwill. I don't know where she found it. Who knows? But yeah, I found this frame actually at Beautiful Sip and Stitch. It is a modern hoopla, and it's in a hoop and it just sits in there. So I could take it out, change it if I want. I probably won't. I have it laced too. I don't think I have the Sorceress lace. I think I shoved that in there because I didn't know what lacing was at the time. And then I probably just used tape for the other one. I think you can see the back of this one too. Let me see. Oh yeah, I just taped it in there with cross stitch tape. But yeah, this is just from Goodwill. The next one I have is also from Bad Stitch. If you saw the spring Mingle, I got up there so fast to show my finishes. I didn't make it on the Midsummer Stitch one, and I was kind of sad, but I actually finished this at the spring Mingle. This is Strawberry Season, which is coming up June. Get ready, Strawberry Moon Sale. I did this last year for the Strawberry Moon Sale. And I finished it, I think, within a month. This one I started, yeah, in June on the 13th and finished like in a month on the 10th of July. But yeah, if you were wondering about this, that is the modeling. It's just like, I, for whatever reason, didn't pay attention to the fabric, and I should have. So the modeling is, it's just a weird modeling. It looks like a stain, but whatever. I think it's still cute. I wish there was more modeling so you could tell, but yeah. This is done on Forbidden Fiber Co. Royal. I think it's 32 count even weave. And then the only thing I changed was I made these into French knots instead of stitches, the little yellow dots. I thought it gave it more like depth, and I have another piece. I'll show it in the next one maybe, where I did like a million French knots, and it's like, it just makes it look so 3D. I think that's so cool. And so then I found this frame in my mom's stash. I have no idea where it came from. There's no tag, there's nothing. The back is even wooden. I took a piece of mat board, put some felt on it, put this fabric from Joann's on it, and just shoved it in there. I don't even think it's glued in here. Like, it is just shoved in here. Then I glued this guy on, same way, felt, mat, and I think I laced the back of this one. Then I glued it onto here with, I think just this glue is what I used. Tacky glue. My mom gave me this bottle of bookbinding glue. She says I should use this more, but I didn't have it by the time I was gluing this. So yeah, glued this in there, and then during the spring Mingle, I glued the twine around it, and I put one, didn't like it, and so I put another layer, and my mom said to braid the twine, and I didn't like that either, but putting the second layer, I think that really did it. And then this is just a bow with a little strawberry button that I glued on top to hide the connection point up here. I think it might be uneven, but I don't know. I'm gonna bring this with me to my retreat in Door County. So this one, and I think the cicada one is gonna come, and then the butterfly one, which is actually my logo right now. So the next one I have to talk about is this one, because I have a problem right now, and that is a half stitch problem. So the first few that I did on even weave like turned out so great, and I'm so proud of them, but like for some reason I started getting a half stitch off. So I'm a half stitch off right here. So if you don't know what that is, it's supposed to be like a full stitch between there, and there's not, because I messed up, but I fudged it so you can't really tell where it's a half stitch off, and this is gonna come up later when I show you my WIPs, because I've done this 2 more times now, and I am usually like on top of this, and I don't know what has happened that I'm now fudging up. But this is Lover's Promenade. This is a free pattern by Sprouting Lupine, and I'm trying to do the Nature Walk series. I can't do it every month. That's too much. I can do it like every other month. So I did this one. I think I started this one March. Oh, where is it? I have Lover's Stroll Nature Walk. I don't know. She has Promenade, she has Stroll. It doesn't matter. I started this in February, actually. February 17th, and finished it at the end of March, just because I was very busy. I love it though. Look at the back stitching. Oh, it is so cute. So I was wondering how to finish these, and I'm thinking about doing like a flat fold. I've never done one, but my mom has, and she showed me some of hers. And I'm thinking this fabric, flat fold with that fabric. What do you guys think? I have more of this. This is just a tray that I made, and it's got this kitty fabric in there. It's got a stain. I don't want to show it too closely. I think it would look cute as a flat fold, and then I can change them all out. I don't know. But yeah, so Sprouting Lupine. I'm obsessed. So if I had to choose a stan, if I was a stan over any 2 designers, it would be Sprouting Lupine and Counting Puddles. And I haven't finished a Counting Puddles yet, and I'm mad at myself for it. Those are my 2 favorite designers right now. The next one is, so this is for Plan Star. I just wanted to show this because I'm going to bring it to Door County, and I'm trying to figure out what other backgrounds to do. I did take some, I went to Cancun last month, and I did take some in Cancun, and I was going to bring it to Chichen Itza, and I totally forgot. Oh my god, it was so hot that day though. But I did take pictures of it on the ocean. I think the ocean will look sick because he's a sunny boy. But this is Plan Star by, ooh, I'm gonna mess up the name. It's like Peugeot Amour. But they do this thing where it's like a bunch of still frames and then it makes a little animation. So yeah, I still gotta take 2 different backgrounds and submit them. But yeah, that's mine. He is done. He's really cute. I think he's gonna come with me to Door County, and maybe I'll find some nature. It's kind of been hard to get like nature here because in Wisconsin, spring is just starting to be spring. We don't even have flowers out yet. Like, I don't know, other people do in their yards, but I think it's because they went and bought some. But Mother's Day here for flowers is like, you're fighting for those flowers. So I didn't do that. Okay, and now for the reason why I wanted to do this before I left for my retreat is because I wanted to show you guys my small. So I'm gonna post this after the retreat actually. But yeah, I wanted to show it off. It is super cute. So this is my small. Put a little tag with my information on it, and you can take it off if you want. But this is Lemonade by Stitch with Coffee, I believe. Yeah, Stitch with Coffee. It just took me a few days to do this. The pom-poms, I don't remember what they are. They're not Lady Dot Creates. This is from just another random kit, beads from Amazon. But I found this at Joann's, this lemon fabric, and then the back is just black. It's stitched on Atomic Ranch Onyx linen 28 count, 2/1. Yeah, I think it's really cute. I think someone's gonna like it. I might have taken small too literally. I did use like a little bit of like shiny Krennic in there on all the white, so it actually has a little bit of sparkle in it. I don't think you could see it though. But yeah, I finished this the same way as I finished Midsummer Stitch. Let me show you guys that. It's actually right here. I wasn't gonna do this finish. So this is my Midsummer Stitch, the Tiny Modernist freebie from last year, which I just used. This is actually a Dimensions floss, I actually ran out, so I don't know if you can tell, but this one is 2 different colors, the leaves. Just a shade off. But I don't really care. And then I found another cool fabric. I remember I saw somebody doing, oh man, who was it? It's one of the girlies. She did something similar to this, and I have all of these. They're these little like, wooden panels, and so these are just glued on the same wooden panels. That's why they're the same size and everything. I got a bunch of them from my boss. He was clearing out like a bunch of crafts, and I was like, I'll just use these for this. I don't know. And then this is just mat board and felt. I actually accidentally cut the onyx fabric for some night guard and stuff. I cut it wrong, so that's why this is like this. Oh my god. It's like I didn't have enough to stretch it all the way out, but that's okay. I think it looks super cute the way it is, and this looks super cute the way it is. I wish I would have pulled the rickrack out more, because it's a rickrack, and then this is like just some sparkly cording. But yeah, I just love backstitching, man. Love a good leaf that is backstitched. It looks so good. The backstitching on here, I think it looks okay. The straw is all backstitched. It's cute. But yeah, so that's my small. I'm just gonna toss this over here. Hopefully it doesn't fall like all the WIPs did. I made this box for it. I don't know, no one's ever really showed their smalls. If you don't know what this is from Paper Pumpkin. I was just like, what do I talking to my mom about it. She's like, oh, you kind of make it look like what it would be like inside of it. And I saw that I had this in my like Paper Pumpkin stash, and they decorated this box like this. And I don't get Paper Pumpkin anymore. I don't really support them. I don't know. It was like my mom's friend did it. So once she said she was quitting, I was like, okay, I'm done. There's no reason for me to stay here. But I put some old-fashioned lemon drop candies in here. I made one of these. I don't know if this is too small. I have a couple of these that I've made for people, but my mom likes them really small for orts. Like, if you want to see this compared to others I've made, this is like a 6-inch one. Like, it sits in there. It is small, but I also didn't have that much of this fabric left. I think it's cute. I think someone will like it. And then this is my bigger 7-inch one, which I have a bunch of 7-inch squares cut from masks. I used to make masks during the pandemic. I mean, I sold them. They didn't really make me any money. But it did, a lot of people donated fabric to me, which is where I got this fabric. This is actually Hawaiian fabric. So a friend of mine just went to Hawaii, bought a bunch of fabric, and she's like, I don't know, I'm never going to use it. So she sent it to me, and I was making masks out of it. And I have a lot left for crafts. And it's very pretty. And then, yeah, just made a little card from the Paper Pumpkin kit. It's super cute. And I put little lemon floss, just lemon colored. Yeah, I think that's cute for a small, right? I've never gone to a retreat so that had a small, so I'm just kind of going off what my mom says to do. This is what she said to do. But yeah, so yeah, whoever gets this, congrats. I hope you love it, and I can't wait to see what I get. There are some pretty hardcore stitchers going to this. I know Denise from Dot Goose is going to this, which I'm excited. You'll see. I have a bunch of her project bags. I love them. And yeah. So that completes the finished part. Now we're going to go move on to WIPs. So I have, I think, 16 WIPs. So this is a WIP parade. This is gonna be all of them. We're not gonna go through all of them all the time. But next time I will just go over whatever I worked on, which I have a lot of plans that are a little ambitious for this retreat. Let me grab the first two because they fell on the ground. So my oldest WIP is from 2021. So I didn't really talk about that in my intro, but So I've been cross stitching for like a while, right? I did it a lot after I graduated college in 2012, and a lot when I like moved to Denver from Texas, and then a lot when I got back here during the pandemic. And I didn't really know that there was like a whole community for it until like last year, and that's because I actually quit for 3 years. So I quit in 2021 because when I got my new job, I found out that they would help me get my PE, which is your professional engineering license that you need to approve plans and stuff. So it is like one of the hardest tests you can take as an engineer. It is an 8-hour exam, and it is a lot of math. And so the first time I took it, I finished it, but I failed. And it took me a year to study for it. So I decided I'm going to take it again. I did it. I didn't finish the test this time, but because I think I was more meticulous about it, and I passed. And so that was in 2022. 22? 23? 23. And so, no, yeah, it was 23 because I bought my house in 2022. And so then the next year, I didn't start cross stitching until late in the year because I started planning my wedding, and I just was like, I want to get back into cross stitching, but I am not ready. I like had it on my list of things to do, like get back into it. And what had happened is I actually saw, what is it? I actually follow Subpar Stitches, but I was following her nail art stuff, and she was talking about a Flosstube, and I was like, what is that? What is that? So I finally checked it out. I was like, oh my God, it's cross stitching. And I told my mom about it. My mom was like, oh my God, you have to check out these Flosstubes. And she got me hooked on Flosstubes after Easter. She showed me all her favorite ones and stuff. And I am really, there really is nothing I can do about that weird light. So yeah. So she got me really into it, and I was like, holy crap, like the cross stitching world has really evolved from like doing kits and like this and that, like since the pandemic basically. And I didn't even know because I was just like living in my world, studying for my exam, planning my wedding, blah blah blah. And okay, so I do have a lot of like finishes from before, and I only actually showed you like one from before, and that was from the before times. There's the before times and the after times, because I really decided to not be a monogamous stitcher last year, because I was. So this one is what, oh my God, I showed the pattern. This is the one that I have left over from my monogamous stitching era. This is the one I started, and I quit because I was like, I gotta study for this exam. This is Pick of the Patch Autumn Pillow, which I am not gonna make this into a pillow. I'm sorry, I'm not a tiny pillow person yet. I have not found that era. I'm like Caroline from the Thread Gremlins, like no pillows, and then a year later you'll be like, look at all my pillows. No, I hope not. Anyways, this is from the Everything Cross Stitch October 2021 edition. As soon as I saw this, I had to start this. This is so cute, and it is hard because this one actually has a lot of blended threads. Like I said before, like you use 2 different oranges, blend them together. So this is where I'm at. Oh, that is gonna bother me. So yeah, I'm hoping to finish this in the fall and start it up again. This is the only pattern, so I stitch only from like patterns. I don't stitch like on like a tablet because that's just not how I did it. I don't know. And I look at so many screens at work and like throughout the day that it's like I need a break. So this is the only one I had to make a copy of and had to highlight because all of these oranges are just insane. I don't know. That's like, I think I only finished like, how many? So it's like 4 different oranges. The gradient on this. And this is by, I think Pam Kellogg is the designer. Yeah, Pam Kellogg. So, and this is just on, this is the kit. This was a kit. kit fabric, which was 14 count fiddler's cloth oatmeal light Ada. This is Ada. Can the sun set already? Just like go away. It's so annoying. Okay, we're just gonna have to carry on, persevere through our first floss tube. We got this. Okay, this next one, I think I have a picture of this, but it's mainly finished. I just got to do the border actually. This is the Little Moments. Let me bring this closer. Little Moments sale by the Stitching Book Club. I don't know if you've heard of the Stitching Book Club, but if you go online, I'll put a link below. She's got a lot of freebies that are so cute, like monthly freebies. She used to come out with like a newsletter, and there'd be like a freebie in each one, and then she stopped. I think probably because she got overwhelmed, because they were hella cute, and monthly is a lot. So yeah, I have this on 14 count pink iridescent Ada by DMC, and this is what it looks like. So it's every month. This is January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Obviously, it's a star. August is the butterfly, squirrel, September, October, November. You get the gist. Can't really tell this is pink, but it's pink. So yeah, I just need to do the border, which I didn't like the border that it came with. It's like, I think 3 stitches and then a dotted stitch and then another stitch. I think I'm gonna do a border, like I'll show you later, but they're like, I think it's just gonna be 2 lines, and then they're gonna be like crisscrossing here. There's a border on the mushroom sampler by Sprouting Lupine that I'm doing, and I was looking at that border and I was like, I'd rather do that for this. And then the goal, once I finish this, I kind of want to put it on like a magnetic board, and then every month like have a square, like a frame over the square. I think that would look really cute, right? I don't know. I think it's so cute. I love these like little confetti stitches, like, oh. And the gradients. There's like 3 colors per box, and they all like related. Oh, it was such a fun thing to do. I started it last year, in June, and I just like caught up by the end of the year. I think, well, I didn't put when I finished because it's a WIP, but yeah, I want to finish this summer if I have a chance. I already picked a color out. It's like a darker purple. It's 3837, which is what I want to do the border in. I'm pretty sure it's not in here because I have a post-it, because it's in another project somewhere. But yeah, that is that one. Yeah, I started that one in June of last year. Okay. Oh, this is another one. I'm embarrassed about this one. This is the 3rd time I'm going to restart this one, but this is Great White Christmas by Boomerang Stitches. I saw this and I was like, I need to stitch that. I've never stitched anything like monochromatic though, and oh my god. So I tried to, it was a journey. So I started out with doing like the S series of DMC, which I think stands for satin. That was not the move. You can't stitch with that. You have to be careful when you stitch with that. But then I restarted it with like, I think this is Winter White. I think it's 3852. You guys know. This is as far as I got. Just this tiny guy. Anyways, I'm gonna take him out and restart again. The goal is to restart in July and hopefully finish by Christmas. I'm gonna do what is it? Summer Christmas. Oh, God, I can't think of it. I bought this Selkie, and this one lady was like, you have to try this. You can do it 1/1. It is the greatest stuff alive. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna take it out again, restart it with this, and see if I like it. I've never used this. It is, yeah, just Sulky Cotton Petites. Don't ask. Don't ask about this madness. Oh, the fabric. You're probably wondering about this fabric. This is a fabric choice. It's a pretty fabric. It's good. I kind of want it to look like a Norwegian sweater. That's the goal here. This fabric is 14 count Winter Blues by Bestitch Me. Anyways, it'll get done eventually. I'm gonna use the hashtag Santa Jaws Sal because I started it around that time. If anyone remembers that hashtag. I'm just gonna put this away and hide my shame. But I do want this as a finished thing for Christmas thing. I want to put it above my fireplace and make it look cute. I like to decorate my fireplace, my fake fireplace. It is like electric one for every holiday. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna do any zippers. I'm sorry. The next one, okay, this is my more current ones. This is one I started in, where did I put it? In December of this year. This is, well, let me show you the pattern first. Not the pattern, but Festive Forest by the Blue Flower. So I started this for the, like, after the Jingle Ball because I did do two other things. I did the Jeanette Douglas ornament, the one with the specialty stitches, and I also did the Gingerbread House by the Tiny Modernist, and I finished both of those. But this is the last one that I did of the classes, and I was like, if I don't finish, I'm going to go to a retreat that Janine is at, and I can be like, oh, I forgot what to do. But I think I'll finish. This is as far as I am. I absolutely love this. Really get in on this. It is gorgeous. I love these little critters. I love stitching on this. It is a journey every single time. And it's off by half a stitch. Oh my god. Right here. I like messed up. I think right here somewhere. So actually, I think it's on this side. This is my little flamingo toes. Oh my god, he fell. My flamingo toes needle minder that matches the hedgehog. But yeah, so I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't look that bad. I don't know. That needle minder just zoomed out onto another magnet. It's okay. But yeah, I love it. So my goal has been to do a panel every month. So January, February, March. I went to Cancun in April and I was just too stressed out. So I gotta finish this panel now. And I'm gonna try and work on this at the retreat a little bit. Hoping just to get the booty of the deer done. I'm excited to get that deer done. He's gonna look so majestic. But yeah, get the booty done, and then hopefully I'll have time to finish it. Otherwise it might leak into June because I'm being ambitious. I don't know what my deal is. But yeah, that is that one. I love that one, and I'm hoping it'll be completely finished because I'm going to this retreat at Beautiful Sip and Stitch in October, and I want to show her and be like, look it, if I'm not finished by October and I don't get any like Halloween stitching in, I'm gonna be mad at myself for real. So this is called In This House The Office. It's gonna look like this. This is a gift for my cousin's wife. So I adopted this from my mom because I don't know if she's watched a lot of The Office. I think she has. I don't think she really liked it. I think The Office is okay. I like it. My cousin's wife really likes it. Just got an entire sleeve of tattoos of it. So this is as far as I got. I meant to do like a motif a week, and I fell off the train in April for it was my honeymoon in Cancun. So yeah. Hopefully I can catch up and start just doing a single line until I finish all those words. So that's, I think, the hardest part for me is to do the words. Like, you do make a lot of progress, but like, it's just black stitching. I did get the stapler and the Jello though, and the world's best boss. I think the next one is like the bandana or the radish. But yeah, that's that one. I didn't say the fabric. Okay, so the fabric on the, I'll put it all down there too in the like description. I can just copy and paste. I have like a whole spreadsheet. The fabric that I was doing the festive forest on, that's called Flosstube 32 count by Bestitch Me. This is 36 count Color Happens linen by Fiber on a Whim. Apparently in 2022, I don't know. My mom went to StitchCon and she got this fabric for free or something. But yeah, Color Happens linen 32 count, Fiber on a Whim. It's pretty. It's like, I don't think the camera is doing it justice. It's kind of like a minty green. Reminds me of toothpaste, maybe. Toothpaste fabric. Everyone loves a good toothpaste fabric. I mean, at the end of the day, don't they all look like toothpaste? Think about it. Okay, this next one. Oh my god, this one's precious. So this one I am doing as an anniversary thing for me and my husband's first anniversary. I'm hoping to finish, which it'll be on September 7th. It's our first anniversary. So I'm kind of just going to do this every time we go on a trip, whenever we're hanging out and we're not at the house and being cute and whatever. And so yeah, I did bring this to Cancun. This is the only one I worked on. This is My Mushy Valentine. Oh, see, there's beautiful sip and stitch. You can tell where I bought it. And yeah, I put it all in these protectors. I guess I haven't been showing you guys my project bags if you care to see them, because I like vinyl project bags and I don't want this to come off on the vinyl. If it does, you just take like rubbing alcohol to get it off. But yeah, so this is My Mushy Valentine. I'm planning on putting 24 and then 9/7 for their date, and then I had to put my initials, like mine and my husband's initial in here. I am so excited about this tree, but this is as far as I've gotten. So yeah, this is Primitive Pink Ada 16 count by Barefoot Needleworks. Sprouting Lupine, My Mushy Valentine. And the part where I'm at now, I actually have to do the metallic thread, which I didn't know this until I bought it. It actually has this guy in it. So I'm gonna do that while I'm at Door County, just because I don't know, I guess I was a little nervous. I did do another project with this in it. It was fine. But yeah, it lives in this project bag that matched that little Ort container, which I made this project bag myself, which my project bags are kind of janky. Like, it's got a little squishmallow guy. They're so janky. Like, this is a patch actually that I made up here, and my stitching isn't good. My stitching's good, but it's not great. It's not very even, but it does the trick. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna put that in, and then I also have this matching guy. I like to have the pockets for my scissors, even though they have a protector. And then this guy. See, there's some of my floss. And then this is a needle book, or I put floss in it, thread bed type thing, and then just snap it shut. I bought all these snaps for making dog bandanas, and that didn't progress. So now I have them all for these things, which is kind of nice. But yeah, I'm not a bag maker. I'm not going to sell bags. I will say bag a million times so you can tell I'm from Wisconsin. But yeah, I make them for fun, for my friends, for my mom. Made a bunch for a retreat. I'll show you guys that later. But yeah, so that one lives in that one. And I do try to put like my special WIPs in a bag. And I like this one. It's easy to travel with this one because I made it so big. So my other special one was this one, which let me show you this bag. This is by Goose Denise. This is a Teresa Kogut pattern actually. And she does a good job. She's got these little tags. Right, where is it? Right there. And I'm gonna see her this weekend. I know it's full of cat hair. And yeah, her. I did the like Elizabeth Can Stitch tutorials to figure this out. These I just figured out like, I don't know, from other conglomerate of tutorials because I wanted the sticker or the pocket. But yeah, this is what this looks like. These are like the threads for the trees that you use the most common of. Because I always have like my stuff on these rings. Oh my god. And it kind of gets to be chaotic. I might switch to those like coin things that the thread gremlins were talking about. I went and bought some. So I'm going to try it for one project and see if I like it. You'll see that later too. Everything you'll just see later. Just getting ahead of myself. But yeah. So there is that one. Okay, so the next one, I'm actually going to try and work on this a lot during the retreat because it is a Plum Street. And since we are going to be, she's going to be the designer. This is Quack Sack by Plum Street Samplers. I'm hoping I can finish it. I think there's a lot of stitching to do. Let me show you what it looks like. This is what it's going to look like. This is what it currently looks like. I guess I do have a lot of stitching to do. I don't think I'm finishing. But yeah, I think it's cute. This fabric is fun. I'm thinking about doing pigeon and puddle on this fabric too. I have it kitted up, but I don't know. I just like don't know what fabric to do it on. And I was like, maybe this fabric is the vibe for pigeon and puddle. It is so cool. What is it called? It's a Little Sassy 32 count even weave by Bestitch Me. And I got this in the Fabric of the Month Club last year, and it's another Flamingo Toes needle minder. I'm just loving it. It is not loving the shades though. They're literally not open. This is like as closed as they get. It's like, this is a bright room when the sun is setting. But yeah, this also lives in another Goose bag. Let me show you. This is my strawberry one I bought for my strawberry season. I love this bag. And then this is by somebody else. I wonder if I have it in here. Yeah, I do. Who is this? Love to Stitch, Kay Nussbaum from Neenah, Wisconsin. She did this one. It's like a little tomato. I thought it matched this vibe. My mom bought these for me, so I think she bought them at the Teresa Kogut retreat last year with Primitive Gatherings for me. But yeah, I really like this. It's really cute. I need to make one for one of my bags. I think one of my bags doesn't have one. Okay, so the next one, we are getting into what I call my start-a-thon. I did like a 9-day start-a-thon at the end of April. I kept kitting things up and not starting them, and I was really mad at myself about it. I'm really beating myself up about it. So I just decided I'm just gonna start a bunch of stuff. So this is the Witchy Stitcher, the Fool from the Nostalgic Tarot patterns. I've been collecting these because I want to do them all. They're gorgeous. They are fun. I love the colors. This is my vibe. I don't know if you've seen this room. It is rainbow, and I am rainbow, and I love rainbows. I'm a rainbow person. I don't know. It's so cool. So this is as far as I got. This is actually on, well, this is 18 count Black Ada. Oh my god, you can see right through it. Hi. This is as far as I got. This is actually glow in the dark thread, and I've never really used this thread before, floss. got a little unicorn guy. I don't know where I got that unicorn. He's just been around. Probably saw it on Etsy and was like, give me that unicorn. But yeah, I stitched this in hand, and having the like tiny needle minders is like really nice for stitching in hand. Those big ones, because like, I don't know, this weighs barely anything. But yeah, this is glow in the dark floss actually, so that's as far as I've gotten. I'm doing this for Fat Bear weekly sale. I should be doing this weekly. I haven't. I did his tummy this week and haven't posted it, but that's with Eli from Thick Threads. He's hosting that, and when I heard about that sale, I was like, that is a vibe. It's supposed to start when the bears come out of hibernating, and we're supposed to finish in I think October or September when they go back into hibernating. This is all the motivation I needed to start this little bear. I knew this was going to be the first one too, because I love panda bears. And I do have other bears in case I finish this, which I don't think I will. I'm just like, because of all my ambitious plans. But hey, next year, I'll do another bear if he's down. I'm down. Down for the bears. God, I love bears. I love seeing bears when you're like, not when you're like camping, but like when you're in your car. Remember I saw one when I was driving in Denver. It was trucking it down the road, and I just like passed it like a car, and I was just like, what? Giant bear. The other bears I've seen like have just been like in Alaska, and they just look like giant dogs. I don't know. Little black bears. They're not that big. So this next one is my night garden bag. I have several in here that I want to do. This is Moonlit Moth. This is as far as I got. I still got to do the green and the like blue, and I'm hoping to finish them this weekend at the retreat. And then I have to do all the back stitching, which once you get into back stitching, that's like you're at the finish line. You are racing. This is the sprint. I love the back stitching. And I love the back stitching she incorporates in here. So yeah, this is that one. I love this. I kind of got the gradient going on. It's dark right here and then lighter. I do have to take out these 4 stitches and find the same color because I did the half stitch thing again. This is that same linen I did the lemonade on. From Stitch with Coffee. This is Onyx by Atomic Ranch. But yeah, I think I like it. I like them all on this dark linen. I was saying when I went to Beautiful Sip and Stitcher, I was like, give me your black is black. I wanted to suck the color out of the light, out of the air. Because I don't know, I really liked how this blue popped on that fox and rabbit pattern in the picture. I don't know. Does that pop? I guess it does in real life. But yeah, so I did also, for the 1,000 followers, I did make a pattern with the Night Guard palette. Hopefully I get that stitched up soon. I don't want to spoil it, but let's just say I didn't think the Night Guard palette had enough night sea life, like night garden, ocean garden. So that's the vibe I'm going for. But yeah, my plans, I have more of this onyx fabric, which I'll probably do it on. Otherwise, I'm thinking also, I have this banana oil. What is this? 14 count. This banana oil fabric. Look at that. I was thinking I could do a night garden on this. Maybe. I don't know. I kind of want to save this for something big. But we'll see. I haven't decided yet. You know what would look good on here? One of those like Autumn Lane, that like, what is it? That nature lady. A fancy lady would look so good on here. But it's like opalescent too. The opalescent kind of looks gold to me though in this one. It's kind of crazy. Maybe I'll do it on there. Maybe I won't. I might saving this for a good one. But otherwise I have more onyx linen to do like 4 more night gardens, and I think I have 4 more. So if I do my ocean one, I have Luna, I have the Tiny Modernist one, and I have the Stitchy Pros one. So yeah, and I did get the needle minder from Top Notch Stitchery and this guy. I love these. This is the first time I bought like a floss drop and actually used it. I told my boss about these and he 3D printed a bunch, and now I'm like, well, I don't know if we'll ever see those. I have more in this bag I want to show you. I don't know if you guys knew this, but my mom showed me this. Oh, wrong side. If you got this card, there were holes and you can punch them for your little spare threads floss. And then I'm thinking also, so you know, with this guy, I think I'm do the moon with this too. So it's gonna be blue in this like glittery Krennic that I have. I think that'll really like make the moon pop more, make it a little bit more 3D. I asked my stitching group about it and they were like, do it. So I'm gonna do that. I think it's gonna look really cool. I just made every single moon that I did with that Krennic. Oh my god. It's supposed to be for snowflakes. I think that's why my mom gave it to me. She's like, do snowflakes with this. Doing moons, Mom. Okay. The next one is Extraordinary Birds, which I am nowhere near caught up. Holy smokes. Sorry about this being a long video. You've all seen the frame. You know what it looks like. This is how far I am. And if you saw my drama this week with Sophie, she puked on it. I got it out. You can't tell. But yeah, I finished the birds at least. Well, most of the owl before the drop. And I got the little Pascal bird. Pascal's parrot. But I'm trying not to stress out. I did keep up with Deadly Aquarium last year. And I mean, I stressed myself out. I finished it around my wedding. And I don't know how I kept up with it. It was crazy. That's all I stitched though. And I want variety. I'm gonna keep up with the birds, and then just keep adding the background as I go, I think is the plan, and try to catch up if I can. But I got burnt out on sales. I felt really bad because with the crow one that came out with Fine Frog, she was asking me, she's like, oh, are you gonna do it? And I was like, Steph, I need a break from sales. I'm so sorry. I am gonna do her next one though, which is coming in the fall. And I don't know if she's leaked what the topic is, but it's a topic that I like. I'm definitely doing it. I'm not a big crow person though. I am a bird person, but not a crow person. But yeah, so I did put all of these in the coin things. I'm gonna try this out with this one, because this one, I had this massive ring. God, these things get stuck to everything. This massive ring, and it was just like being a problem child. So I'm gonna bring these, and if I like them, I will let you know. But yeah, I did get the outline in, so I can finish it. Oh, I gotta show you the bag too. Another Dot Goose bag. Oh, and you can see the fabric name, because I didn't say that. It's a 32 Lugana. Almost all these are 32 Luganas. It's my favorite stitch. That kind of fabric. Mystic Fabrics Exhausted. And it's like, it doesn't really show up. But yeah, so this is one thing at a time, Selena. Come on. So it doesn't, this is like my bag that I keep it in for now, but I think I'm gonna switch to a different bag. I'll show you guys that later. But yeah, it's not showing up very well, but it's like a bluish grayish color. I think it's a good pick with the teal. I think it matches really well with that teal outline. It's supposed to be 2 skeins of that teal that you have to use, so there's gonna be a lot of teal in this bad boy. So this is another bag I made. You get the vibe. My mom gave me this fabric. She really wanted, oh my god, I forgot about this. It's upside down. My bad. I took the upside down one and gave her the nice one because I felt bad. But yeah, this is they're like little kids skiing, and she's found this weird, I don't know where she found this weird vintage pattern. She's obsessed. So I made myself one, and I love this confetti fabric that she got to match. And I made us matching meal books, obviously. Just got this glittery felt. She likes the little heart in the middle, so I usually make her that one. I don't make it as big. In here, though, there is a lot of junk. A lot of junk. This is where I keep my ornaments. I have 2 ornaments kitted up in here. Let me fold this over. So this is the Jingle Ball ornament for 2024. I really wanted to do that, and I'm kind of following what the cat hair stitchers are doing. They said that, I think it was her name, Stephanie, said that she was going to start an ornament on the 25th of every month. So I'm kind of trying to do that because I do have a lot of ornaments kitted up. Maybe that'll be another video. I'll show you my like ornament kit stash. Some of them are just like from my mom. But yeah, this is how far I got. This is on vintage, it's called Vintage Mocha Lugana 28 count, hand dyes by Jim. And I chose this fabric because this is the fabric I used for the Gingerbread House by Tiny Modernist. And I was just like, you know what, this is reminiscent of that vibe, that Jingle Ball vibe. So felt like the remnant of that, which I do have a lot more of this. Like I can put a whole nother ornament on here. I figured that vibe was what needed to be done for this guy. A little needle minder. This is like my most worn out needle minder. Where'd the back go? Oh man, let's see. Chaos. I don't know how people do this. Y'all are... I gotta roll him up. Oh, I have Quilver in here too. I finished him. But the finish of him isn't. He's like in a finished pile. I gotta show him at one point. He is so cute. His clothes were so much fun to do. And then the other one I have in here is... I think it's called Festive Pikachu. I think this is going to be my next 25th start, because I want to try and finish this one at Door County too. I don't think this will take me very long to stitch that Santa. But I want to start the Pikachu because I already have these guys. This is Festive Bulbasaur with the Christmas tree. Festive Charmander. And Festive Squirtle, which I can't remember who they're by. I'll put it, they're by So Geeky UK. And so I stitched these like during the pandemic. I thought it was so cute. I have them in here because I want to make sure I finish them the same way and use the same Ada, which is just like I think 18 count white iridescent. It's got like a sparkle. You can't see that, can you? Kind of. And then the felt. They're just hot glued in here. And this is actually, when I was making masks during the pandemic, this is actually a strap from the masks. So I think that's really funny. I have so many of those straps left. I could make so many ornaments with them. They're really nice. They're really nice material and very stretchy. So yeah, that is my Christmas ornament. I did start it on the 25th of April. Okay, so this next one is actually from this book, the Cross Stitch the Forest by Pigeon Coop Designs. And it is the Upon a Star. I keep wanting to call it Wish Upon a Star. So this is a gift for my brother-in-law, actually. I let him go through this book and I was like, choose one. Because I knew this was kind of his vibe. We're big outdoorsy people. We love to hike and stuff. And he is always going on hikes, especially with their family dog. And yeah, he just bought a house. And so this is kind of like a housewarming gift. It might end up being a birthday gift. Oh, really sorry, Derek. But yeah, that's as far as I got. It's a very pitiful start, but this is the wolf's, I don't know, butt. I'm definitely going to work more on this on the summer. This is definitely a summer vibe. This is just 14 count black Ada. I actually had a really crappy black Ada that I think I'm going to put, I didn't really like how it looked. I'm going to put it on the freebie table. Indoor County. I know I'm peddling off my crappy black Ada that I don't like. But yeah, I finally started something from this book. There's so much I want to do. A woodpecker. I was watching Uplift Stitches and her husband is doing the woodpecker, and there's a woodpecker outside of our house that I always hear, and I'm like, God, I gotta do that woodpecker. So yeah, there's that one. Next one I started is also another sale. This has actually been my focus this week. So I'm trying to catch up. It comes out the day before the Extraordinary Birds by Lola Crow. That one. And this one is my start on it. It is Book of Poison Garden by Living on the Rainbow. And it has all this treasure braid in it, which I didn't think this was bad. This was fun to work with. Like, I was like, look at this sparkle, look at this gold. So yeah, my goal is actually after this, I'm going to try and finish this maroon part right here before I go to bed. But yeah, it's supposed to look like this. Let's see, it's coming 15th is when the front cover comes out. It's going to be like a 3D book, and all the pages are going to have like a different poison garden, what do you call it, a different poisonous plant on it. So I'm excited. This is just the book cover. I bought like all the little charms for it. It came with a little what is it called, frog charm. I bought that for it. I also bought the one for the Book of Fungi because it's coming from Germany, and I was like, might as well. So hopefully I could do a Book of Fungi too. So yeah, we'll see when I have time for that. But yeah, I'm trying to actually keep up with that one because it doesn't look like it's not as intensive as the Lola Crow one. The Lola Crow one is like bing bang boom, like it is hard, but we will persevere. This next one is Spring Seeds by JetX Stitch by Jessica Doze. Oh my god, when I saw this, I was like, that's a Korok. I need to stitch that. I'm like obsessed with the Korok. So I've never really played like Zelda until Breath of the Wild, and I went all in. I'm a completionist gamer, which means if I play a game, I have to complete everything. So I did get all the Koroks. I sat there, I made sure, and so did a friend of mine. He also completed it, but his is 99.9% because he did not find all the locations. Mine says 100%. I went through, I made sure every little bridge went off, every little location. He is missing one and he won't go back, but he's like, I 100%ed it, but I had to outdo him. But yeah, so this is my start. I actually did a lot of this at the Spring Mingle. I was working mainly on Extraordinary Birds, and I just got burnt out from that one, and I was like, I need to move on. So, and I redid some of this part like so many times, but I am loving this on this fabric too. This is Sand Dollar 32 count Lugana by Bestitch Me. It's actually has a tag still on here. I still haven't put this in a hoop. It's right here. It's getting there. This is also, so this is in my gnome bag, which this is the bag, the first bag my mom got me. It was big. I love gnomes so much. They're so cute. Let it grow. And then it's got little gnome needle book to go with it. I do not know where this came from. I'm trying to find the pattern. This is just on the ground one day and I was like, oh crap. So I'm looking for the Flosses home. It's definitely not this project. It's somewhere. If you see a project that I showed you and you're like, wait, that is that pink, comment below. Let me know. Okay, we need to get through this. We got 2 more. Okay, so this one is Tuxie Daisy by Stitch with Coffee Designs. I actually recharted this and made it look like Finn. So this is actually going to be like a memorial for Finn, and I'm going to put his name and the dates that he died. He was only alive he's only with us 5 short years. He deserved more. Did not deserve to go the way he did. So yeah, I wanted to put more, I gotta put more progress in this, because I wanted to get this done in June. This is that same fabric from before, Forbidden Fiber Royal, that I did the mouse on. I think it's a Lugana 28 count. This is as far as I got. You can see the modeling is just kind of blotches. I don't know, it's not the best, but I think it looks better on this side. But yeah. And you'll see. It looks like him. It's really sweet. I'm really excited to finish this one. But it is very a Samba one. I'm like, I wish he was here to watch me. But yeah, that completed my 9 days. I did start another one with a bunch of girls that I met at the spring mingle. Yeah, unplanned start. So I almost showed the pattern, didn't I? It's Snack-a-Lantern by Boomerang Stitches. I know I have all these post-its on here. Don't read them. They're just like notes of where the floss is, because some of the floss is in other project bags, or some of them need to go in other bags. It's so disorganized, but it's an organized, chaotic mess. I love it. This is as far as I got. This is 16 count Amethyst Ada by, good question, I still haven't looked it up. I gotta ask. It's from Hometown Needleworks, which used to be in Green Bay. It's a friend of my mom's shop, Renita, and it's really cool. It's got like these kind of like speckles on it. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, I've only gotten this far. I want to put more progress in this too during York County. We'll see. And it's like halfway to Halloween, and then we'll have like Summerween, and I'll work on this. Oh my god, he's so cute. I didn't even do a single like Halloween pattern last year, so it felt nice to be like, you know what, no, I'm starting this. And so my plan is, I don't really, no offense to Amity, but I didn't really like the split design, so I'm gonna do a variegated floss. This is DMC 4124. This is actually from Pigeon and Puddle that I bought it for, and I'm not going to use this all for like the little amount of flowers that are on there, so I'm going to use it for this too. And then I'm probably going to change the bowl a little too. But yeah, that is it. But yeah, I'm doing that with my spring mingle besties that I met in the chat on the last day, since I didn't go Friday and I barely even made it on Saturday. Oh my god. I do have a couple of plans, so I want to start the, I don't think I printed a picture out. I want to start the lavender grower, the freebie from Spring Mingle. I think I'm going to start it this weekend. I'm going to do it on the rest of the Seafoam Ada that I have. I think it's just, I didn't print it out. It's from another project that I did. I can't show you the actual project, so it's actually for my mother-in-law owns it, but it's just Seafoam Ada from DMC Gold Collection. And I measured it out, and there's going to be like a 1-inch border for the lavender grower, which I'll hopefully post a picture of. It is the freebie around it. And usually I try to have a 2-inch border, but I don't know. I just want to use this scrap, because I did get I'll show it later. It's the haul. I did buy the fabric from Grace Notes, the spring Mingle fabric, and 32 count Lagana. I zoomed in there. I was so fast. I was like, I know how to navigate it. So I got that, and I also got the other 3 exclusive patterns by Pigeon Coop, Counting Puddles, and Amity, because obviously I stitch all of those people. Like, I loved them all. Like, I had, and they were birds. Birds! Oh, birds are the best. So the plan is to start that this week. I also have Pigeon and Puddle, which, like I said before, I was thinking about doing it on that same one as the Quack Stack. By the Blue Flower. I was gonna do it on this, but I think this is gonna eat the pigeon. Like, I think the pigeon is too close to this color. I think he's like this. Maybe not. I don't know. When I finish the Quack Stack, sometimes I can't have too many bird patterns going at once. I'm gonna start this because I need to. My mom has asked for Scandalous from, what is this? Cottage Garden Threads, which are really hard to get right now because of Pigeon and Puddle, because a lot of people are doing it. And she wants to use it for another project, and I need to hurry up and get this to her. So yeah, I needed to make a decision on thread. I'm hoping to get that Spring Seeds, the Korok one, done by the equinox, so then I can start Summer Seeds when summer starts. That's a plan. I have a strawberry exchange coming up, so I'm not gonna do the Strawberry Moon Sale. I'm just gonna do the strawberry exchange with Chinook Crafter, and she's running it in the Bad Stitch Discord that I'm in. So yeah, there's that. I already kind of have a pattern. I can show you the threads because I did buy some floss for it in my haul. And then I also have, I'm going to, like I said before, I am a bit of a raver, so I do go to music festivals, and one thing I do plan on sharing here is like the things I make at festivals, which I'll show you the current vibe, which I'm actually probably going to bring these to Bibb County. They're so funny. They're like these little pins, but they're ducks, and I made them in all these different colors. This is like currently what I give out. I have like a giant bag of those. Sometimes I send them to cross stitch friends. And you could just put them wherever. I like the teal ones. The teal ones are so cute. But yeah, I'm gonna make some special festy gifts for my friends when we go to Pretty Lights in Denver coming up. That's a plan. I'm not gonna really discuss it. I think they're gonna watch this because they love and support me. But yeah, I definitely have plans to make them something before that happens. It's just a little small freebie. And then I have 3 retreats coming up. 3. So my mom signed me up for the Kathy Haberman one at Primitive Gatherings in September, so I'll be at that one with her. Which we're not staying there. I think you could stay at Primitive Gatherings, like they have like rooms for their retreats. We're actually just gonna stay at my grandma's house, which is where my mom is living and taking care of my grandma. And yeah, we'll just commute there. Then that one's in September. In October, we are going to the beautiful Sip and Stitch retreat with the Blue Flower and Lady Dot Creates. It's called Finishing School 2.0. If you want to learn how to finish things, because I do, I'm trying to sponge of all the knowledge my mom has and create my own things. And yeah, I really want to learn how to finish, like, they're going to do a drum and a biscornu at that one. I think they still have seats available, and it's not in a really cool place. It's just like Beloit, Wisconsin, which is on the border of Illinois and Wisconsin. But still, you can come hang out with me, finish a drum, maybe a biscornu. Yeah, I'm excited, and I'm excited to meet Janine. The other retreat that I'm planning on going to is Stitch Pluto, which is that one that has like a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons sprinkled in, which I've never done Dungeons and Dragons. I've always wanted to. And I remember I mentioned that to Steph from Friend Frog Stitching, and she was like, we should start one. And I was like, maybe, I don't know when I have time, but I think we should start one. It'd be really fun. But me and her are going to go down there with our friend Sadie to that one, and that is exactly a week after the Beautiful Sip and Stitchery one. So I think I might be a little nuts, but I know that I think Sadie's going to another retreat in October too, and she's like, oh my god. But I am so excited to stay with those ladies and, you know, have a meet more people like my age that love stitching, you know, like millennials, I guess. But yeah, that one's down in French Link, Indiana. So that's the furthest I'm traveling for a retreat, which I've never been there, but it sounds like it's like a little casino type of place. Yeah, it'll be fun. So yeah, let's do my haul and then I will finish this off. So, oh, I also have, so I did make some bags for the retreat. This is a new bag that I just made for myself. I had made one for Cassie Audacity for Christmas because she came up as my Secret Santa in the Bad Stitch Discord. It's got this cute little, what do you call it, manatee zipper pull. And then this is actually my mother-in-law's fabric for her curtains that she had me make her at one point. But I thought it just like went with these like manatees seaweed on their back. Like, doesn't that look like algae? I mean, her curtains are beautiful regardless, like, but I just thought it matched so well, like the vibe. And then I made a bunch of these cherry bags. I made about 6 of these. So one for me, one for my mom. This Door County is known for their cherries. Those zipper pulls. And so yeah, I'm gonna keep one. I don't know which one yet. I had to patch a few, which I told you before, my patches are just this strip of fabric because I messed up so bad I gotta hide my crappy stitches. I'm gonna keep one and then give the other 5 to my mom to give away. It's kind of like a Mother's Day present. So yeah, so my haul. Ooh, and there is a haul in here because I'm a part of this group. We call ourselves Sews, which, thank you, Steph, for introducing me to these people, the Oak Creek people. SEWS stands for Southeastern Wisconsin Stitchers. And yeah, I told them about Beautiful Sip and Stitchery and they were like, let's go. So I took them down last Saturday during the spring mingle, and yeah, we all went a little nuts in that store, and they kind of like, I was like, I'm not gonna spend that much. I followed the vibe and I spent way too much. Hang on, some of these are not meant for the haul bag. Put these over there. So here's my fabric. The what is it called? 32 count Spring Has Sprung Lugana by Grace Notes. That's the spring mingle fabric. So planning on doing all the birds, at least the Counting Puddles bird on here, and maybe the Pigeon Coop and the Boomerang Stitches birds that they came out with on there. Oh, can't show it. So I did get a strawberry one. Let me show you the floss for it. But I can't show it because it's for my exchange. I got Classic Colorworks crab cakes. Nice strawberry color, crab strawberry, Tropical Paradise, and then Licorice Red, another solid strawberry. So I've used a little bit of Classic Colorworks, so this is the first time I went and bought some though for a pattern. So yeah, I'm not gonna show you that pattern because it's got to be a surprise. But I will show you all the other patterns I got. Okay, so the first ones, my mom was gonna get stuff for this freebie table in Door County. And so I was going through her patterns and I saw this by Hands On Design. And I was like, are you ever gonna stitch this? Can I have this? I'm gonna return it, I swear. But it's the same thing as the spring mingle thing. I didn't take the class, so I was like kind of bummed, but I saw this and I was like, maybe I can figure out how to make this cat one. And it still has the like little stuff in it too. I took that from her house. I'll have to return it though. But she said I could use the wool in there. And then she also put this in her pile to give away, and I was like, I'm taking that. It's just like a little card kit for like this cute little hedgehog with a snail. Like, oh, this is going in my ornament bag for when I like want an easy stitch, but I'm sick of Christmas. And then I've got, oh my god, this one's so silly. I don't know where this came from. The World of Cross Stitching magazine. They have another one that is an elf. Wait, maybe, I think he's down here. Yeah, I do. Here's the elf. They're so ugly. This elf is like even uglier. I want him on my tree. My husband is just like, why? Don't ask. But I haven't opened this one, but I opened this one. And this is like plastic Ada. And I was like, I gotta try whatever this is. How do you get the wings on? It's like, this is as much as you get. Like, how big is this? I have questions. Lots of questions. This is going straight in the ornament pile. Random kits that I'm gonna start someday. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, my sticker. Save that for a good spot. Okay. Stacy Nash. We've all seen her. She's everywhere. She was given to me by my mom because my mom bought this pattern twice. And I actually really like her. She is so sassy. She is ready to complain at the store. This is Lily. She is a Karen. I think, okay, so I just won a Karen and Water Lily Silk that's like bluish and pink. I think I'm gonna try the silk out on this that I won when it comes on her dress. I'm not gonna do the call for her. I want to make her a brighter green too. I think when she vibe as a nice a limey green, maybe. Oh, I also, oh my god, I have so much stuff. I bought this a while ago. I don't know why this is in the bag. I think it was because it was next to this guy. But I do use my shop cash. This is Counting Puddles, Squirrel's Bright Winter Night. I think I have the rabbit one too somewhere. Or I was supposed to buy the rabbit one. I don't even know. I think I ordered this from Starlight Stitchery. It's just like on my desk waiting to get filed away. I also bought, okay, so now this is going in my beautiful Sip It Stitchery haul. So the first one I got is this one. And you can always tell, like you could tell this isn't from there. It doesn't have their sticker. They always put their little sticker on them. This one is Very Good Day. So I was like, if I finish that bear one, I'm starting this guy. He's so cute. I want to do all of Counting Puddles patterns someday. Someday. All of them. They're all perfection. And then when I was there was 3 trunk shows there and they were dangerous. One of them was Bad Stitch. There was another one, Mod Cross. I don't know. I didn't look at that one too closely. I wasn't familiar. Lola Crow, and then there was a Sprouting Lupine Table. That's where the sticker came from. The Sprouting Lupine Table, and I went ham. This one wasn't on her table, but they had this one still. The Midnight Nature Walk. I just love it. These bugs are having a party. I got the Petrichor Nature Walk. I got the Witching Hour Nature Walk. I got the First Snow Nature Walk, which I found out my mom has this one twice too. And I think I got more. Let me see. I also got, I went ham on that. I attacked that table. The Unicorn's Garden, which I'm in love with this one. And I got the butterfly bouquet. I had to. And then I bought the Pirate and Robin conversion. What else? I think that's all the... So I was really sad. Once I left, we went out to eat, and I saw that I missed the Twilight Nature Walk because it was on a stand on the table. And now I'm hoping when I go pick up my fabric, because I'm in their Fabric of the Month Club for Atomic Ranch, which these are the two fabrics I actually got. This is London Fog, I'm pretty sure. Let me make sure. London Fog by Atomic Ranch. Yes, 32 count. Nobody wants to see this in the bag. And I also got, that was, I think, April's. I also picked up March's Fabric of the Month, which is Oz, which I think is a new color. I think it's supposed to be like Wizard of Oz vibes. So yeah, I'm so mad that I missed that. I also got Hedgehog and Hyacinth, because I was like, if I'm doing that, if I'm doing Pigeon and Puddle, I need the compilation Hedgehog and Hyacinth. He's so cute. I also saw this fabric and I was like, I don't have a like bright orange fabric. Look at that. Just look at that. Look at that. It's amazing. This is Black Cauldron Dye Works. I've never heard of them. 32 count Lugana Opal and Tiger Lily. Just look at that. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I kind of have an idea. Something bright, something sparkly. So there is that. Oh my god, this desk is now a mess. I hope I showed all my haul. I think I did. Basically, all you gotta know is I tacked that sprouting lupine table. Okay, I found it. So I also I was really excited because they got these books in, and I got the cute kawaii cross stitch. It is just patterns of things with happy faces. What more could you want? Like, I am ready to make all these things. Just like, there's like a toaster, a microwave, it's smiling, a fork. There's so many things, so many possibilities. Anyways, one of the possibilities, I have these weird cross-stitch cards that my mom gave me. They're not very big, but the patterns they came with are kind of dumb. What if I put this silly little pizza on one? All the possibilities. Oh my god. I'm so excited. And then I got, this is, what do they call this? Aurifil? It's supposed to be used for like stitching, make your stitches like invisible. I got that. And then I never was a pin person, but I'm feeling the bees. Look at this one. I think my mom wanted one because she was doing the Spring Mingle pin cushion. I think she ended up buying the Spring Mingle ones though. But I really like this. Look at this bottle of honey. It's like a little translucent. I couldn't make a decision. The carrot or this one. I got them both because I can't decide. But yeah, that is my haul. Holy crap. This did end up being a movie long thing. Thank you for sticking around. My hair is all messed up. I gotta go eat dinner. I was gonna go through what I've been watching. I guess if you really want to hear, I can say it in like 2 minutes. I'm in my like anime day like phase. I don't know. late 30s anime. I don't know where it came from. I've been watching Free Run. I don't know if you've watched that, but it is the most coziest anime I have ever seen. It is the perfect Dungeons and Dragons vibe, getting me ready for that, for Stitch Pluto. I've been watching another one called Sakamoto Days. Delicious in Dungeon. That one, guilty pleasure. Lazarus, which is one about they have like 30 days to figure out how to get rid of this thing that people are dying from and find this one man. That one's interesting. I also watch a lot of One Piece. I'm like caught up on One Piece. It is silly. I've watched another one called Common Side Effects. These are all TV shows. That one's on HBO, and that one, I like that one. It is like, it's about this guy who finds this mushroom that can cure everything, and then like how the prescription pharmaceutical companies don't want that to happen. There's a few I need to start. I am a big Walking Dead fan, and they came out with another Dead City. So I gotta start that. I gotta start Last of Us and the new Handmaid's Tale. We did watch Residence, which is really cool. It's on Netflix. It was about a murder in the White House, and this detective has to like solve it. She's just bird watching. It's so silly. You gotta watch The Residence. And then there's also, we've been watching Andor, which I forgot what happened in the first season, and I am so lost. I don't know why we keep watching that. And the last thing that I've been watching is called, I watched the documentary called Lisa Frank, Glitter and Greed. It'll ruin your childhood. Lisa Frank is not, she was not a nice person to some people. Hopefully she's better. Hopefully she's learned, but I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope when I make another one of these, it's not this long, because Jesus, I feel like I'm about to lose my voice. How much I've talked. Hopefully I've held everything up a good amount of time for everybody. I tried to watch like a how-to video, how to do these. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. I don't know if you like it, if you want to see more. Yeah. Thanks for following me on Instagram and coming to my 1,000 follower celebration. Have a good night. Bye.